So I want to show you two different ways to plan. The first way I plan is to use a planner sheet like this. When I use a planner sheet like this, you'll see it's got all the different days of the week, and then here it's got a to-do list. So what I do first is I have a look at my calendar, have a look at what I've got planned for the week ahead, and I put those things on with any times that I need to know. Okay, so these are the things that I've got on this week. I've got people around tonight at 5, I've got 5 adults and 2 children. I'm out on Saturday, but I don't know what for, so I'm going to leave that fairly clear. Tomorrow I've got my in-laws over, and we've also got a birthday meal. And then on Thursday I've got to remember that at church we've got the prayer meeting, and it's at 8 because our last church, the prayer meeting was on a Wednesday and it was 7:30. The next thing I do is I put down any jobs that I need to do on specific days. So today I need to go shopping to Asda, but I only need to get dinner. And I'm going to put down any times that I need to have things done by. So this will be in first thing in the morning, so it'll be between 8:30 and 10. Tuesday I need to do an Avon order as well. That can be done whenever. And I need to do my scheduling. I also need to tidy and clean downstairs, outside, and the bathroom. I need to set up for dinner. And washing. I don't know how many loads I'll get done, but I'll try and get that done. So as you can see, my day, I don't put it in time slots, except for this. I knew I needed to go shopping first thing in the morning because otherwise it just wouldn't get done. So the Avon order is mostly done, I just need to submit it, so that's not going to take long. Obviously I'm doing the scheduling right now. I've got washing in right now. I'll clean the bathroom like last thing. I'll set up for dinner. That's just putting chairs and a table outside, and then I just need to do a quick tidy. So I'll hopefully get all of that done, but all of this pretty much needs to get done except for the washing, but that's going on in the background, so that's fine. Tuesday I need to do an Asda shop for Wednesday, so then Wednesday I need to do an Asda delivery, hopefully in the evening. I need to do a load of washing. I need to also try and get some filming done, and I need to put away anything that I tidied. I've unpacked after the holiday. I need to prep for there, and I need to make a trifle. Wednesday I've got an Asda delivery in the evening, but I haven't got much else on. I will need to put away any gifts. I'll need to do some filming and editing, and I will need to do some tidying and actually putting stuff away, not just putting it into a box. Thursday I've got some things that need mending, and as I'm sewing that day I'll also prep for the baby blanket, what pieces, and start getting them cut. Friday I don't think I've got anything on, but I do need to pack because my husband's going away next week. Find everything for Vinted to list next week. So my next week to do is lists on Vinted, candle making. I want to do a lot of filming next week. I want to do a load of sewing, and I want to do a lot of decluttering. I also need to put Avon out. Not much on Sunday. And this we do house and garden. So this is how I plan initially. I make a list of all the jobs that need doing. Now my routine is fairly fixed most days. Sunday I don't do anything on Sunday, so on Sunday I'm going to plan out my routine. So around 6 I'm up. Around 7:30 we have breakfast, then we get dressed. Around 8:30 we go for a walk. 10:30 is nap 1 till 12:30 for lunch, to 3:30 is nap 2, 4:30 is my husband comes home and we have dinner, and then 6:30 is bedtime routines. Okay, so that's the first way that I schedule. So then on a day-to-day basis, like today I probably won't because I've got a lot to get done and I just need to get it done. And I don't have the time to sit down and schedule everything into a time slot. I know roughly when it is. On a day like here, when John's home, I probably won't schedule hourly things because he's home. Things will go a bit different. We've also got workmen coming in. It's going to be a little bit haywire. Day like this, I will though. I'll assign jobs, and here I'll assign jobs to different periods of time so that I know I get things done. And this one I might even go out in the afternoon, go to a baby group or see a friend or something. Okay, so when I plan out, what I do is I look at when I'm going to get up. So right now, everyone except me wants to be up at 5, between 5 and 6. So at 5, I wake up, that would be the time when you feed the baby. I'm doing devotions, I'm checking the phone to make sure there's nothing urgent that's come through, there's no messages John's left me. The next thing that happens is breakfast. So we don't get dressed before breakfast, we just go straight downstairs and we have breakfast, and that will happen sometime between 7 and 8. Then by 8, I want to be finishing my cup of tea that I had with breakfast. We'll be upstairs playing in the children's room. We'll all get dressed, and then I'll put in anything that I need to do that means I need to go out of the house. So this morning had to go shopping, and then before I went I put on washing, and then when he came back I spent some time reading some new books, did a bit of tidying up. I also cut some squares for the baby blanket. Then the next thing that happens is 10:30 is the first nap time. So that's when I do any computer work that I have to do. So that's when I'll do any filming, I'll do any editing, I'll do any of my work that I need to do for other people. I'll do my self-employment things, which I will do a video about what I do as a stay-at-home mum to earn money. And I will also sweep all my floors, because then in the afternoon, at lunch, the children will be on the floors, and children just get grubby, their clothes get grubby, so it's just easier to sweep the floors during the nap times. Then we'll have lunch, and this is when we'll do anything that's around the house. We'll do it in the garden. So this afternoon I've got tree surgeons coming in, I need to do some thank you cards. But it's when I would tidy the garden, I'd tidy the house, I'd check that all the bin rubbish was out, I'd do any basic cleaning I needed to do. Then 3:30 is the second nap. This nap doesn't always happen, so in there all I have is mop floors and prep dinner. But I will catch up on any morning jobs, I'll do any tidying that needs doing, sometimes I'll sit down and do some mending. This afternoon I've got an Asda delivery coming. Then 5, we have dinner, we'll go for a walk most of the time, and then it's children's bedtime when the adults are up. So what I've basically done is I've looked at my key things that happen, so getting up, breakfast, because otherwise that's like a 5-hour slot. So getting up, then from getting dressed onwards, then nap time, lunchtime, nap time, dinner time. And I just break my day into those chunks and sort out the jobs that I can do. And then as I go through the day, I will sit down and I will check off. So far, I've woken up and I've done all of the 5 stuff. I've had my tea, I've got dressed, I've gone to Asda, I've done the tidying, got the washing on, I've got reading done. So now we're in the nap time. I haven't swept the floors, but I'm currently filming, and then I'm going to upload the videos onto my editor to edit while I sweep the floors. So this is what I'm doing next. And then anything that I don't get done, I just put a big circle round. So, I don't know, let's say for nap time, let's say here I said I was going to do Avon. So if I didn't get it done, I'd put a circle and I'd just move it on to the next day. So I have got an Avon delivery coming today. it hasn't come yet, it hasn't come in the time slot, so I've just done an arrow, so I'd move it on there, or if it was coming later in the day, I'd just move it down to there. If there's anything that I can't get done, I just move it on to the next day or further down and just put a little arrow to say. And then at the end of the week, I can look and I can see what I managed to get done, what days I scheduled too much in, and I can see if that was because I had to do something else or something unexpected came up, or if I'm just scheduling too much into each time. If there's certain things that I'm just managing to get up when the baby's awake that I'm scheduling during nap time, or if there's certain things that I'm scheduling to do maybe during nap time with other people, and actually I can do them while the baby's awake. This is the other way I schedule. So the first way I schedule is just to write all the jobs down on the set days, and then have my routine written out on the Sunday for the week, and any other things that I need to do next week written down on my to-do list. But then sometimes I plan it out like this with my time slots. So it depends on the day, it depends how much time I've got, and it depends how rigidly I need to keep to things. If I've got things booked in for certain times, I'll quite often do a list like this, because then I can make sure that I've always got in mind what I need to get done at what times. So yeah, there we are. I hope that this video was helpful and maybe helps you to plan things out. I don't always do a to-do list or a routine, but on days when I do take the time to sit down and to do it, I do find that my days go a lot quicker, they are a lot more productive, and I get a lot more done. So why not give it a try? See if it can help you. And I will see you next week. Take care.